The open source software.
సాల్వ్ అయిందా సార్ ప్రాబ్లమ్?
లేదు మరి చూద్దాం. ఫ్రీవేర్ ఓపెన్ సోర్స్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్.
ఫ్రీవేర్ ఓపెన్.
Freeware in a sense that software we can able to download from the internet or from the website with a free of cost without paying any amount for it, and we don't need a license to use that particular software, and for that the source code will not be available. But whereas coming to this source open source, we can able to download including the source code at free of cost. We no need to pay any amount for that. The source code we can able to modify and we can able to share with others as well. That is the difference between freeware and open source. Next, see, Unix is an open source operating system. Many companies taken source code and they have modified and they have added many features to it, and finally they have released with the different names in the market. Initially, Unix is an open source software. Along with the source code, they have downloaded it and they have modified it. They have added the new features depends on their necessity, and they have released into market. So all those things also will discuss. Those things will be considered as distributions of Unix OS or flavors of Unix OS. Since Unix is an open source OS, many companies or people source code and modified. After modified, that is added many features based on their requirement, and finally released into the market with different names. So that what we can say as distributions of Unix OS or flavors of Unix OS. Flavors of Unix OS. Distributions or flavors of Unix OS. See, first we have Linux. This is one of the distribution of Unix OS, which was given by Linus Torvalds. And we have HP Unix, which was given by HP. Hewlett Packard. Full form of HP is Hewlett Packard, HP company. So they have released this. And we have Solaris. Which is given by Sun Microsystems. So now it has hired by Oracle Corporation. Now we can say the license of the products what the Sun Microsystems has taken by the Oracle Corporation. IBM AIX.
ఇప్పుడు మొదలుపెట్టిన పాయింట్ సిన్స్ దగ్గర నుంచి అది ఓపెన్ సోర్స్ కంటిన్యూయసా లేదంటే యూనిక్స్ ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ కంటిన్యూయసా సార్?
Continuation to the previous class.
అదే సార్ ఓపెన్ సోర్స్ పాయింట్ చెప్పినారు, ఇంకా ఇది యూనిక్స్ ఇదే కదా అనేసి.
Unix OS only. IBM AIX, which was given by IBM, Mac OS, which is given by Macintosh, and we have one more BSD Unix. BSD Unix. Berkeley Software Foundation. Most important question for interviews. What are the distributions or flavors of Unix operating system? What are the distributions or flavors of Unix operating system? That is Linux, HP Unix, Solaris, IBM AX, Mac, BSD Unix. These are the distributions or flavors of Unix operating system. Okay. Most important interview question. What are the distributions or flavors of Unix OS? You have to tell this. Linux, HP Unix, Solaris, IBM AX, Mac, BCD Unix. Okay. So this particular flavor was given by the so-and-so company. What we have given here. Linux was developed by the Linus Torvalds. Initially, he is a student while he has downloaded the Unix along with the source code and he modified it and released as Linux. HP Unix was developed by HP company. That is full form of HP is Hewlett Packard. Solaris was given by the Sun Microsystems and its license was purchased by Oracle Corporation now. IBM AX, which has given by the IBM company. Mac from Macintosh. BSD Unix, which has given by the Berkeley Software Foundations. See, these are the distributions of flavors of Unix. Next, UI we have to discuss. UI, graphical user interface. Graphical user interface. So Windows is the first graphical user interface which was given by the Microsoft. Windows is a first UI OS from the Microsoft. Windows is the first GUI OS which was given by the Microsoft. And Windows is a user-friendly OS. Windows is a user-friendly OS. See, we have different versions of we have different versions of Windows, which are standalone systems that does not support networking. That does not support network. Standalone systems. Standalone systems. Versions of Windows which do not have networking support. Networking support. See, Windows 1.0, which was given in the year of 1990, first version of Windows OS. First version of Windows OS. First version of Windows OS, which was given in the year of 1990, and its name is Windows 1.0. Later, Windows 1.1, which was given in the year of 1991. And later we have Windows 1.2, 1992. Every year they have released one version. Since they have added some new features and it has released as new version. Windows 1.3 in the year of 1993. Windows 1.4 in the year of 1994 and Windows 1.5 version where it has given in the year of 1995. Sorry, we used to call this as a Windows 95. Windows 95 is a popular OS, famous OS. Windows 95 is the famous OS. And after 3 years, Windows 98 has been released. After 3 years, Windows 98 has been released. So this is also famous. These are all network which does not support networking, multi-user operating system. So it means we are going to be say that these all versions are standalone system. In a sense, single user operating systems. Single user operating systems. Later, the internet started evolving from the year of 1994 and 95. Around 1995, internet started evolving. Internet started evolving to support networking. To support networking, Microsoft added networking technology to Windows OS. To Windows OS, and it has released first Windows NT, Windows Networking, in the year of 1998. This was released in the year of 1998. See, internet has started usage from the year of 1995. It is started using. So later in the 1998, they have released the Windows NT version, that is networking system, and later Windows 2000, later Windows 2003, Windows XP, Windows Vista. So Windows XP is a famous one, like Windows 95, like Windows 95. Windows XP is also famous, and this is failure version. Windows Vista is a failure version. That much extent people is not used Windows Vista. And next we have Windows 7 and more popular OS. Many years the people has worked with Windows 7 and later Windows 8, Windows 10, and Windows 10 also most of the time the people has been used. So we can say this is also more popular OS. So now Windows 11 we have, Windows 11 we have. Windows 12 is the Windows 12 Lite edition, which is under development. So which is under testing. Soon we are going to be get the Windows 12 Lite edition, where Linux kernel added to the Windows for security purpose. So this is the upcoming operating system. This is the upcoming operating system. Windows 12 Lite edition, which is the upcoming uh, operating system where Linux kernel added for security purpose, which is not yet released. Linux kernel added to Windows for security purpose. So not yet released into market. It is under testing. It is under testing. Under test. Any doubt? What are the Windows versions? Till now we have, that all we have discussed. Okay.
No doubt, sir.
Next, we have Linux. Linux. See, most popular modified version of Unix OS is Linux. We can say Linux is a multi-user operating system. Linux provides both UI and as well as CUI, character user interface, graphical user interface. See, Linux is a multi-user operating system which is most popular modified version of Unix OS. Modified version of Unix OS. See, Linux will provide both UI and as well as command user character user interface or command line interface. Both will be having operating. Linux is a open source. Linux is open source, and even many companies has taken its source code and modified based on their requirement. They have released the new versions into the market. What are the different things they have released into the market? See, Linux was given by the Linus Torvalds in the year of 1989. Linux was given by Linus Torvalds in the year 1989. Okay, so now we have to discuss the distributions or flavors of Linux OS. Flavors of Linux OS. So previously we have discussed the distributions or flavors of Unix OS. Distributions or flavors of Unix OS. Now we are going to be discuss the distributions or flavors of Linux OS. Linux OS. So first one we have as Apache Linux. Apache Linux, Fedora Linux, SUSE Linux, RHEL, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, where it is a most popular one. And after that we have Ubuntu Linux. Next we have Debian Linux. Next we have Linux CentOS. And next we have Linux Mint. Next we have popular one Kali Linux, Amazon Linux, Oracle Linux, Turbo Linux. So these are the different versions of Linux, or sorry, different distributions of flavors of Linux operating system. Most popular one is RHEL, Red Hat, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So after this, we have, see, this is the licensed version, and where we are going to be use the most popular one, that is this Ubuntu, which is a open source. We can able to download and we can use that, and CentOS, where it is a freeware. Most of the time, we'll be using these distributions, or these flavors of Unix operating system. First, we'll talk about RHEL. RHEL. So where this is a licensed version, we have to purchase the license if we want to use that. The real time RHEL only will be used. Under development, will be using Ubuntu, and the production support will be using Ubuntu. And when the applications are uh, under production, so we'll be using this. The different environments where we are using this Unix operating systems also we'll discuss. There's a licensed version where the support will be there from Red Hat people, because we are purchasing the license for that. So they will be providing support for some issues. So Ubuntu Linux. So this is a open source version. And we can say it is a free of cost. No support will be provided, but does not have support. And almost it will be user friendly like Windows OS. It is user friendly like Windows OS. And we have CentOS. We have CentOS. So this CentOS is a freeware. It is a free of cost, but we have support here as well. It is free of cost, but don't have support. In the coming class, we will discuss about what are the different software environments we are having. We are going to be use this Red Hat with the production environment, that is prod environment. What is meant by prod environment? What will be the different environments we are having? That is software environments, we can say. All the different software environments are learning environment, development environment, testing environment. Development environment will be calling it as a dev, and testing environment will be called that as a test, and production environment will be called that as a prod environment. So that different environments of the software we will discuss in the next class, and we will discuss how to install the uh, Oracle VirtualBox as well. Oracle VirtualBox for practice. We install the Ubuntu OS for practice. For learning purpose, which is required, that we are going to be RHEL, Red Hat Enterprise Linux will be used for real data. When the software is in prod environment, then only we are going to be use that. Okay, so that things we will discuss in the next class.
Sir.